buongiorno ragazzi.
Già qua applauso, scusate.
It was very low bar. The many tones were really the fun part for me, because I think that, early on, I came on very early and talking about the story and the tones with Adam, and I think we wanted to make it a lot like life, which is you have funny moments, then you have high stakes, and then you have some drama, and then you have family issues. We all, every day, deal with all of these tones kind of at once, and it's unpredictable, and we wanted the show to reflect that. And certainly on the acting side, that's kind of more interesting to play, and especially the comedy was something I was very excited about, and we focused, we got very lucky with the cast, people, all these performers who have really great comedic timing, and on top of being incredible dramatic actors.
Così guardandoti.
I love Antonio. Difficult to work with. I'm kidding, because the way I met Antonio was my first night in Rome. I was going to meet some of the cast, Maria Chiara, Pierpaolo, Adam, maybe Giacomo, for dinner at a new restaurant. I had just come to town, and I went to the restaurant, and Antonio was out front smoking a cigarette, and he kidnapped me and took me to a different restaurant. And we sat and talked and ate, for like half an hour before that. So that is Antonio. He constantly making you laugh, love, generous. This man is very, very generous, very thoughtful, very loving, and it's a really interesting balance with he's also a tough guy. So he's really, really soft-hearted and made me feel very, very welcome, not only on set, in the city, and in this country. I think for me, Daniel's issues with being in the military, being in service to something else for your whole adult life, and then it's gone, and he doesn't have family left around him, having to come home. I think as a man of my age, somebody who's a father, who's, you're a provider, when you give and give and give to something else for so long, it was interesting to develop a character that now finds himself alone, and maybe isn't so great in relationships, or doesn't really know how to be of service when he's left without a job, a duty to something larger. And so I think it's kind of a good way to have another example of a man who doesn't have it all figured out,